Hey Mom, I was just wondering if you had a sec to message me real quick. This won't take long.
Oh, well, I actually just started my lunch break right now, so yeah, I can talk for now.
Oh, you mean you're still working? I would have thought that you would have enough saved up by now.
Well, yes, Josh, I do have plenty of money saved up, but you can never know what's going to happen in the future. Besides, it seems to me like I still have a few dedicated readers to my column. And because I don't want to let my faithful readers down, I think I'll still keep writing. But who knows? The whole magazine might go under before too long at this point.
You really are great, you know that, Mom? I mean, I think it's amazing how you managed to find a job that you like and have stuck to it. And to think of all the experiences that you've accumulated working like that. I don't know, when I think about how I'd like to get older, I can't help but hope I end up like you.
Well, yes, writing has always been a hobby of mine, but you know that my journey hasn't been easy, right? I mean, ever since your father died, I've been working hard to support us. And back in those days, the publishing world was a lot more strict when it came to female writers. And of course, I'd always have to deal with nonsense from fellow male writers.
Wait, no, hold it right there. I can already tell that this is going to be a long story that I really don't have time for right now.
Oh, terribly sorry if I was starting to ramble on a bit. What is it that you wanted to talk to me about? I really only ever hear from you when you need something, so I can assume that's it.
Oh, come on, Mom. Don't say it like that. You make me sound like I'm a total jerk if you say that.
So then you're not calling me to ask for some kind of favor?
Well, I mean, yes, I do need to ask for some help. You see, I've been looking over the numbers for my budget, and well, ever since Miranda was born about 6 months ago, things have just gotten really expensive. I thought that it was bad enough to have just one daughter, but with two? It just doubled everything at this point, not to mention all the baby stuff.
And so you're saying that's causing money to be really tight at home these days?
That's right, especially since Candace quit her job after having Miranda. We really just have no wiggle room at all.
Well, yes, that is true that having a kid and losing an income wouldn't be easy. I believe I remember you grumbling about how expensive insurance was getting, so what if I pay for that?
Really, Mom? You would do that for me?
Well, that is what you wanted to talk to me about in the first place, isn't it?
I mean, in a way, yes, but I suppose if I just asked to borrow money from you, that you would say no, isn't that right?
That is exactly right, Josh. After all, you've never paid me back $1 of anything that I've lent you. So I just don't know how I could trust you.
Mom, that really hurts to have you say that about me, you know?
The only reason I have to talk like this is because you can't seem to own up to your own past. But I don't want this to affect my precious grandchildren or your wife. So if it's a matter of spending money on the kids, then I can't bring myself to turn that down.
I see, but you do know that I'm your kid as well, right?
I am talking about the kids that are still kids and not married men with children. Anyway, is this all that you wanted to talk to me about? Because personally, I think that it would be better for you to find a second job. At least until your first job is able to pay for the things that you need.
Okay, Mom, I understand, and you're right. I've screwed up in the past, but the thing is about Miranda is that she is gonna be starting preschool before we know it. And when that happens, Candace is finally gonna start working again.
Oh, really? Well, I wasn't aware that she was going to go back to work.
Yes, she is. And I think that that will be the best way to fix all the accounts once and for all.
I get that, but you realize that it's not easy for you both to work while having 2 kids, right? I mean, you have to work, take care of the house, and the children all at once. I guess I'm just a little bit worried for you both. Do you really think that will be okay?
Mom, I still just can't understand why you're so opposed to Candace and I working together. We'll be fine. Candace is really smart and capable, and I'm a hard worker, so I don't get what you're so worried about.
Let me just make a small correction to what you said. What I'm worried about is not you two working together. What I'm worried about is that Candace is going to start working and you are going to continue to make her look after the children and house by herself. Even just thinking about what she might have to go through under you is enough to make me shiver. So let me make this clear now. If Candace does go back to work and I find out you're not doing your fair share, I am going to be very upset.
Oh, please. You would get mad at anyone who didn't do exactly as you said. You know that?
Well, you're the only one that's ever been able to make me that mad before, Josh.
I'm sorry, Mom, but I do have just one more thing that I would like to ask of you right now.
And just what might that be this time, son?
Well, I was wondering if you might be able to give me just a little bit of money so I could start to set aside some of my own money for my daughters. You said so yourself that you can never know what's going to happen, and I just don't have the budget to do that right now. And since I'll be saving money for the kids, I want you to know that I won't touch a single cent of it. It would just be for the girls, and I can't do it for them right now.
Okay then. About how much a month are you thinking that I should give you then?
Maybe somewhere in the range of $600 a month. Does that sound about right?
Okay. I can do $600 a month. I'll be sure to send the first payment to you soon.
Great, thank you so much, Mom. That's gonna be a huge help.
Well, if it's something that I can do for my grandchildren, then I don't mind doing it. But I really am serious. I want you to take better care of Candace from now on, okay?
I don't get what you mean by that. Why would Candace need to be taken care of in the first place? Why are you so concerned about her?
Josh, she literally just had her second child 6 months ago. She probably still hasn't fully recovered. And I'm sure that she is tired enough having to take care of both the children at home. So I know that you work hard at your job, but just don't forget to be attentive to your wife's needs. And try and offer to take the kids off her hands every now and again, okay?
Okay, got it, no problem. But then I guess I would just have to ask for one more thing if that's the case.
You have another thing that you want to ask for? What could it possibly be this time?
No, Mom, you don't understand. This isn't about money this time. It's just that I don't want Candace finding out that I'm getting any money from you. I mean, she's just such a strict person, and I know that she wouldn't be okay with it if she found out that I was asking this of you.
I see. Well, okay, I can keep this a secret between us if you think it's best for Candace.
Thank you so much for your understanding, Mom. I really can't thank you enough for times like this.
It's okay, son. I just want you to take care of your family and see them grow up happy and healthy. By the way, I was wondering if I could go and visit you all next month. It's been so long since I've gotten to see the girls. That is, as long as you think it won't be too difficult on Candace. So, would you mind asking her a day I could visit?
Oh, well, sure, I could do that, but why don't you just go and ask her yourself?
Because I don't want her to feel pressured to saying yes to me if I'm the one who asks. So just think of a way to ask her and then tell me what she says, okay?
Okay, sure, I can do that for you, Mom. I can ask her when I get home from work today. Hey, Mom, are you still there? I just wanted to ask if you were the one who dropped off all this food here at our house.
Oh, yes, that was me. I happened to be doing some work in the area and thought I might drop by.
Oh, great. Well, I just wanted to let you know that Candace really appreciated it. This is a huge help for sure, so thank you so much.
You don't need to worry about that, son. After all, at my age, I wouldn't be able to eat it all by myself. So I just thought that I'd share with the rest of the family.
Actually, speaking of, that reminds me, you do know that Tracy's birthday is coming up soon, don't you?
Yes, I have it marked on my calendar and everything. Do you know if she wants anything in particular?
Well, a girl her age wants a lot of things, really, but she's recently been going on about how much she wants a piano.
She wants a piano? But I thought that you all already had one in the house.
Apparently what we have in the house is just a keyboard, but Tracy says that she wants a real one.
A piano, huh? I'm assuming she doesn't want some kind of huge, grand piano, right?
I don't even know how we'd be able to hold something like that in our house in the first place, but I think just a standard one would work, thanks. One with a music stand and a bench as well would be perfect for her, I think.
And Tracy has already been learning piano for, what, a whole year now? I guess this must mean that it's going well if she wants a real one now. So if that's the case, then I guess I can get her one for her birthday.
You mean it? You really do that for Tracy? Oh, Mom, that'd be amazing.
Of course, Josh. Now, I won't be able to get her the most expensive one on the market or anything like that. But anyways, I may be able to find a nice used one if I look around a bit.
Actually, I have a friend who says that he knows where to get a good used standard piano at a great price. He says it'll only be a few $100.
Oh, really? But with that price, surely that must mean that the piano is quite old, right?
No, maybe, but I don't really think that Tracy's gonna be able to tell the difference at all. Besides, my friends say it's hardly been used and looks quite new. And actually, new pianos can run upwards of $1,000.
Well, okay, if you think that one is what Tracy wants for her birthday.
I really do, and I'll be able to tell her that it's from you when she gets it, okay?
Well, that would be lovely if you could do that. So I suppose that's the one you want me to get for her?
Yeah, if all that sounds alright with you. So maybe next time you send the money for the girls, could you include some to buy the piano?
Got it. I will be sure to do that. And I assume that you're going to be having her birthday at home, like usual?
Actually, we were just thinking about going to Candace's parents to do that.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose that makes sense. After all, last year you held it here, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Mom. It's not that we're not grateful for getting this amazing present for her or anything like that.
You don't need to worry about that. I know that Candace's parents would love to get to spend some time with their grandchildren as well. By the way, I wanted to talk to you about something Candace mentioned to me. She said that you've been coming home quite late recently. And she said that you looked absolutely exhausted when you do get back. You really should try and get home earlier. Are you at home right now?
Actually, I'm still at the office right now.
Well, I know that you're working hard for your family, but you need to think of your children, too. I just hope that you're remembering to try and spend some time with your kids, too.
I said that I get it, okay? I've already decided that I'm gonna try and give Candace the week off.
Well, please do that, because I know that she is horribly tired as well. But anyways, please tell your wife that I said hello. And if you need anything, just let me know.
Hey, Olivia, are you there? I was just wondering if you had a quick moment to talk really quick.
Oh, Candace, what a pleasant surprise. Yes, I have time to text. What's on your mind?
Well, I actually wanted to ask you to stop coming around the house. In fact, I really don't want anything to do with you ever again.
Wait, what? I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean.
I honestly can't believe that you would steal away your own grandchildren's money. What is the matter with you? We worked so hard to save up for our daughters, and you have to go and do this? Well, I'm sorry, but you're never seeing the girls again.
Sorry, you think that I stole money from you that you had saved up for your daughters? I'm sorry, but I really am not sure what you're talking about at all.
Please just drop this act. I already know the truth, and there's nothing you can do to hide it. Josh has told me everything that you've done.
Candace, hold on a second. I really don't know what you could be talking about. But I want you to know that I've been the one sending you all money for the girls. Every month I've been sending money for Josh to put away so that the girls could use it for their future.
Hold on a second. You're telling me that you've been sending us money? Well, I haven't heard anything about that. But then, that means that you haven't been the one spending all of that money.
Of course not. I would never, ever use money that I meant to give the girls. You don't actually think that I would do something like that, do you?
But then, are you telling me that Josh has been lying to me about this?
I really don't want to start throwing around accusations, but do you think Josh would do something like that?
I mean, we're not really going to put it past him, right? I could certainly see him doing something like that.
And so that's why you came to me with these angry messages?
Yes, that's right. It had been a while since I checked the account for the girls, but when I looked, there was practically nothing left in there. And when I asked Josh about where the money might have gone, he told me that it had to have been you who moved the money out.
That moron.
What in the world is he thinking? Honestly, I just don't even know what to do with him. I just can't believe that Josh would actually do something like this. It's just so horrible. I mean, doesn't he realize all the hard work that we've put into saving that money up? This just doesn't make any sense.
Well, please just let me apologize for the horrible actions of my idiot son.
No, you shouldn't be apologizing for anything. I'm sorry for ever believing that you could do something like this.
Oh, but you didn't do anything wrong either. The only one who did anything wrong here is Josh. He tricked me into sending him money that I thought would be going to the girls. Here I thought that I was helping you all. But maybe it's time we have a little talk with Josh. Could I ask you to help me with that?
Oh, of course. I have no intention of letting Josh get away with what he's done. So please, tell me what I can do for you.
Josh, are you there? I think it's time that you and I have a little talk.
I take it that this is about Candace saying that she didn't want you coming around anymore, right? Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think I'll be able to change her mind on that. She found out about you giving us money and she was really, really upset about it, so I think it's best to just leave us alone for a little bit.
Oh no, it's not about that. In fact, Candace and I have already made up.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
Well, she told me all about how you lied to her about me using up all the money that I had to be sending for the girls.
Wait, hold on. I think there has to be some kind of mistake here. I never said that you took all the money.
Oh, please, there's no use in trying to hide it any longer. Candace told me all of this herself. And I have to say that I was just shocked when I found out that you had told her that I was the reason why the money was gone. I was sending you money to be spent on the girls for their schooling and futures, so why am I being accused of theft?
Mom, I'm really, really sorry. I need some money. The thing is that there's a really sweet woman at my work with kids who got sick, and she was asking for donations for her surgery. Well, I couldn't stand to see her beg like that, so yeah, it was wrong of me to take the money. But I hope that you can understand that it was for a good cause. I never thought that Candace would be able to find out before I was able to replace it all. And when she asked me, I just freaked out and said it was your fault.
Josh, do you really think that anyone is going to believe something like that?
But it's the truth, I swear it. I would tell you the name of the coworker, but it's not the point. Okay, the surgery wasn't a success anyway, and she passed away.
Okay, now this is just getting ridiculous. How many lies are you going to try and get away with? You weren't trying to give money to some terminally ill mother. You were giving money to the woman you were having an affair with.
An affair? Hold on, you don't really think that I could do something like that, do you?
You said she passed away, didn't you? Well, I asked Candace to go through your phone while you were away. And maybe you've gone and erased the messages now, but when she checked, the chat history was still there. And she saw all the messages you sent, desperately trying to get this woman to pay back the money that you had given her.
Wait a second, hold on. Do you mean that even Candace knows about all this?
That's right. Her and I know the whole truth, and Candace wants to get a divorce from you.
No, this can't be happening. Please tell me that this isn't happening. I don't want a divorce. I don't want to lose Candace. And I wasn't even having a serious affair. It was just a little fun thing on the side. I swear it, okay?
I don't really care what the nature of your affair was. The fact of the matter is that you had one. Not only did you sleep with this woman who wasn't your wife, but you handed her all the money that was meant for your children. You are just pitiful.
Mom, no, you don't understand. That is not what it was like at all. She really was sick and she did need the money for her health.
And just what in the world does that have to do with your wife or I? If you wanted to use that money to help someone, you should have asked Candace first. So why don't you go ahead and start speaking the truth now, huh?
Wait a second, I'm sure that I must have taken this woman home a few times, but I swear that it was just a friend. Please, don't you realize how this could cost me? I could lose my kids. I could lose everything. Mom, what am I gonna do?
Why in the world are you asking me for what you should do? You were the one who stole money from your children to carry on your affair. If you really want my advice, you should face the consequences of your actions like a man and realize all the pain and suffering you've caused your family. But that's all the advice I have for a man like you.
But I don't want a divorce. Please, you have to do something to help me, Mom. Candace isn't even picking up the phone anymore.
And nor should she. Besides, I know for a fact that she does not want to talk to you at all. The only time you are ever going to see her again is at the divorce proceedings. But I'll be the one to tell you when that's going to happen. As for you, you should just think about what you've done and prepare to face the consequences for it.
But there has to be something that I can do to make her forgive me. You know that I care about Candace and the girls. I can't afford to lose them. Please, Mom, you have to do something to help me. Just help me get in contact with Candace at least.
Josh, you have got to pull yourself together now and stop all of this nonsense right now. If you really cared about keeping your family together, then you wouldn't have cheated on your wife. And if you really cared about your daughters, then you wouldn't have squandered the money meant for their future. You were the one that betrayed your family through your lies and deception, and now you're paying the price.
I am so sorry. I never ever wanted things to turn out like this, and I'm sorry I lied to you, Mom. I never meant to steal from you.
I am sick and tired of your excuses. No amount of apologizing is going to fix this. Do you understand? You lied to me and tricked me into funding your affair, all while I thought I was doing something for my grandchildren. That is just sick. As for Candace, she wants nothing to do with you ever again, and I, for one, wholeheartedly agree with her. One final thing. You should know that what you've actually stolen from us is far more valuable than money. After that, a few days passed where Candace and I refrained from sending any messages to Josh at all. I only ever reached out to him to let him know the date of his divorce proceedings. When Josh did show up with his lawyer, he was a blubbering baby, begging Candace not to let him go. But behind those crocodile tears, it was clear that he hadn't reflected one bit on what he'd done wrong. He clearly cared very little for the damage that he had caused his family. He had met the woman he was seeing on some dating app and used my money to try and impress her. Candace said she would never forgive him for losing their hard-earned money. It also appears this woman was a kind of professional scammer and that she ran away with Josh's money after some time. In the end, we were able to track her down and sue her for what she had stolen as well as for the affair. After that, we told Josh that we never wanted to see him again. Candace took the children and went to live with her parents for a while. I visit them frequently and still send money to her for the girls. I think it's so terrible what my son did, and I will never forgive him for his lies. But I'm just glad that the girls have gotten their futures back with the return of all the money he stole. As for Candace, she says that she's going to need a while to recover from the shock of what Josh had done. But she also said that she wanted to be strong for her girls. She is still struggling with how to explain to them what happened, but I know she will figure something out. Where Josh might be, I have no idea. As his mother, I hope he learned a lesson, but as a grandmother, I hope that he keeps his distance from the girls until they are ready to have a relationship with him. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.